What's up and welcome back to another Blender video. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make low poly houses inside of Blender, and of course these are going to be game ready. So if you're a Unity game developer, or I guess any game developer, or like play krunker or something like that, these are ready for you. If you play Roblox, then no, don't. What's going on, guys? My name's Thomas and welcome back to the channel. This channel all like you better Blender. Dive into the scene. Make sure to subscribe. Yeah. Okay, so in the bottom right you can see my screencast keys, so if you want to know what I'm pressing, that's how you look. And also there will be chapters along the whole video, so if you want to skip to a certain section, feel free to do so. Okay, so first we're just going to go and import my reference image, so it's just like a front view of a house, just to give like me an idea of what I want to do. So this is kind of like a basic rough idea. We're probably not going to make it exactly, but yeah, so I guess let's just start off. So I like to start off with a cube and then just scaling it down to a really small piece. It's just like a foundation type thing, so like that. Okay, and then you can see what the house kind of goes like this. So it has the left side, and then has the front porch, or like the entrance, like that, and then has another side that goes like this, or more like this goes further, this goes out like that. Okay, and then so this is going to be like the rough floor plan, so like that. And then if we start drawing like the roof parts, so it'll be like this, and then we'll have a second house part, well, a second story go like this. Okay, so then that will also be roofs like this. Okay guys, so this is how it's going to work. So I guess it's just kind of to start with the base. So we're going to drag this back, this in, this back, then we're going to go add an edge loop, and then select this face, extrude it out on the like that, and then we're going to add another one and extrude that out like this. Okay, that's our basic floor plan. And then I guess we could just do this as well, like this. Go to face, select two faces, extrude it out. Okay, so then we can go into edit mode, and then actually no, what we're gonna do, we're gonna go add in another cube, scale this down so very small on the x-axis, and then we can start kind of modeling it. So this is going to be the front of the house like this, and then we can go duplicate it, and then we're going to have vertex snapping on. We're going to go rotate Z 90 and then snap it to here, so we can drag it back along like this. So we're going to drag it out on the x-axis, and then you can go select this, Shift E, using Control to snap. Let's just drag it up so it's the same height, and use snapping again, and then we can go drag this along like this, and then we can go duplicate Y like that, and we can drag this all the way. Actually, let's just do a short one, or duplicate like that, and then we can go drag this along, Shift D, rotate X90, Z90. So then we can go do it like this. This part needs to go all the way along like that, and then this face needs to go back to here. Okay, so that's part of it done. And then we can go duplicate this one, Shift E X all the way, and then we can go duplicate this one, Shift E, snap it to here, and then go Shift E X, G X, snap it back. So yeah, so basically just lining every wall up and then using snapping to get it to where we want it to be. So like this. So here. So we have it here. Shift E R Z90. Let's actually just go and take this back like this. And then we can line this piece up here. And then just drag this back a little bit. Okay. So actually, no, let's just drag this further out and then do the same this side so that they both line up at the same point. Okay. And then we're going to go add in some more cubes. And this is going to be for the front pillars. So we can line it up with this. And Shift D X. Let's actually just go to object mode, Alt D X, and then if we go into edit mode, you can see that this, if we go edit one, it edits the other edits. So we can go drag this up, line it up like this, and then drag it up a bit, then inset and extrude, and let's go use the measurement tool. So you press snap, a control to snap it. So then you go up the whole way. Okay, so it's 2 meters tall. So you can just drag it a bit higher. Okay, and then let's just make it like a bit more, so like that height. Okay, and then we're gonna duplicate this. GZ to here. Okay, and that's for like separating that floor. And then we're gonna start making the roofs and stuff. So this part needs to be deleted. And then we're gonna fill this. And then we can go duplicate all of these, Shift DZ, like that. And then we can start, well, let's just actually just make this its own object. So I'll just press L to select everything and then P to separate. And then we can drag this along to here. Duplicate this. And then drag it along. And then we can go Shift EX. And then just go drag this back to here. Yeah. Okay. And then we also need a front piece. So Shift D, Y. There. Okay. And then we're going to go add a plane. And then go snap it to here. And this corner. And then this corner, and this one doesn't have a corner, so we snap it to here, and GY there. Okay, and we add an edge loop, drag this up, scale it out a bit, so scale it up in the X. Okay, so that's for like the roof of this one. So we can go select this, extrude down. We can scale it in. No, actually, that's fine like that. And we can go drag this down a bit, so it's there. And then go edge loops, add edge loops in the middle. So let's line this one up like this. actually like this to that one, and then add an edge loop in the middle, and then go add another edge loop that lines up with this vertex. Wait, no, that's not necessary. Actually, yeah, so we need to go delete this one, edge loops. This one needs to go back to this line in line with here. And then if we add an edge loop to it, you can see it's the same size, or in the middle. Okay, so that's the first side. And then we need to go duplicate this, rotate it 90, and then scale it up and drag it out like that. So there, and back here, and do the same thing over here, add an edge loop and drag it up. And then what we have to do is let's go left side, and then let's just drag this whole thing down to here and drag to here. And as you can see, we have this little gap over here, and that's because you can see this piece is only goes like that long. So this is how we can fix it. We can just drag these faces back and then take these faces out on the wire to line up like that, and do the same thing this side. There, okay, that looks good. So that's the top part. So now we need to create the roof of the front part. So the first part is going to be the entrance piece. So we can drag this down, scale it up. Okay. And then I'm going to select this, drag it down. It just looks a bit, the scaling doesn't look right. Okay. And then we're going to add a triangle piece like wall. So let's just duplicate this, Shift-P, and then we can go drag it like here. Let's change this to center, and then snap it to here. Okay, so like that. And then we can go back to closest, and then GZ, and then drag this up to here. We snap it with this one, and then drag it back to here, and then take these and drag them down, and we can go merge by distance, and then scale out on the x-axis, and there you go, we got the front like that. Okay, so then next thing we're going to do the exact same thing for this side. So we go duplicate this, so like here, and then I'm just going to scale this up and drag it up like this. Okay, and then we're going to do the same. We're going to duplicate this one, and then do the same thing, change it to center, snap it there, close this, and then drag it up, and then drag these down to there, and scale up on the x-axis. And then also need to bring it to the right point, so like there. Okay, and then we also need to drag this piece back at both sides like there as well. And then we can also duplicate Y, and then GY. Okay, it's getting a bit hard to see, so I'm just going to change the viewport settings a bit. So I'm just adding some ambient occlusion and then the random color, so you can see all the different objects, and that has helped quite a bit. Okay, so that's all the top building parts. Okay, that looks fun. Okay, so let's start working on this front entrance hall type thing. Okay, so I'm going to go add a piece that goes across. So like this, and then like here, and then F, so here, and then let's actually drag this door down a bit. Okay, that looks fun. So like that, and then we can go and make a door. So I guess to make a door, we can just select these three faces, Shift D, P, and then select it, fill in this face, and then select this edge and this edge, and then just recalculate the normals to Shift N, and you have a door. So we can just scale it down on the Y, and then we could also just go add 2 edge loops, and then scale this in on the X, and then drag this down, Z0, and then select all these faces and extrude out. Okay, that looks good. And then I'm just going to add, so we go drag this up and then go inset. Let's select both sides and apply the scale, because you can see it has a very messed up scale. So apply scale and then inset. So there, delete the faces, and then you can just fill them up with F, like that. Okay, so there you go, that's the door. Okay, so let's add some windows into our house. So we can do the same thing that we did to the door, so just like selecting both sides of it and then inset. Everything has a completely wrong scale, so okay, so the problem I was having, I can't apply it because I have the linked thing. So if I change it, so if I go to apply it, you can see it doesn't change it to both sides. So but anyway, these two have the right scale, so I guess you just select everything other than that and then go apply scale so that everything's fine. Okay, and then we can go and add some windows. So as I said, number one is just selecting these two and then inset, and then you can go to front view and then drag this up. And I'm not really going for like a fancy house, I'm more going for like a game ready one. So I'm just going to leave the windows empty like that. You might also just want to go add like a, so add 2 edges, select both of them, Control B, and there, and then you can go, if you have the loop tools add-on enabled, you can go bridge, and there you go. So it just makes it look a bit nicer. And then we can go add a window up here. So the other way you can make a window is with booleans. So you can just add a cube, scale it up like this. Just add a weird window, just add a bevel into it. Okay, and then drag it back so it's through the wall, and we can add a boolean, select this model, and there you go, we have a boolean, which doesn't look good because we have all these models of the roof intersecting. So I guess if we don't want that to happen, I guess we can also just use booleans. So boolean, select this model, okay, that doesn't work. So let's just go drag this back, so GUI, it lines up there, and then this one we can go add a edge loop, GUI, and then add an edge loop there, and then go delete these faces, and then fill in like that. Okay, so there, if we go add in the cube again, it's like this, add in the cube, like that, and then go add a boolean, select this cube, and you can see looks fun. Let's just bevel this, and then we can just go and just start there. Okay, that looks fun inside there, except for the fact that we didn't extrude this far. Well, we didn't extrude it, so we can just go select these two, and then X, Y, or X, no, it is Y, extrude Y, and there. Then it looks fun inside there, like that. Okay, so there. So that's how the two ways of adding windows into your house. Okay, so why would you use either one? So firstly, this way makes a lot more sense and has a better what's it called, topology. So right now, like as I did, I can just go add some edge loops and bevel them and then bridge them. The problem with the other way, that didn't work. See, so okay, so the problem with this way is, well, first you have to apply it first, and then you can see that the geometry is very bad, so it doesn't connect everything. So it may just be preferable to do it this way, so you can add in like these vertical lines and stuff. But yeah, so as I said, this is like for game stuff, so we don't really want some filled in windows, fancy smancy. We just want some cool windows for jumping through. So yeah, so that's how you make windows. Okay, so I just removed this front window because I wanted to add like a nice big one in the back, and it just looked kind of weird having two windows looking directly through each other. But yeah, so if you want to add rooms inside it, you could just like duplicate the walls and stuff and add like a floor plan. I'm not going to really do that. I'm completely fine with this house right now. But yeah, that's how you make low quality houses. Cute intro. Yo guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, make sure to like, subscribe for support Blender content, getting you better at Blender. So it's a game ready house, so if you want to use it for your games, feel free to. You can do adding some basic materials and stuff like that. If you want to guide on how to make materials for your models, leave a link down below. So that will be via texture outsourcing if you want to make it game ready. Yeah, so that's it, and I hope you have a great day. Happy blendering, my friends. Also, click here somewhere for interesting videos that you might find interesting, and the circle over here to subscribe.